Hi guys, sorry I've been away for a while, but first of all let me wish you a happy new year, and I hope that 2012 is going to be good for you. Also hope you had a good Christmas. I was very busy at that time, so that's why I haven't made a video since the 22nd of December. Also I've got a bit of camera problems at the moment, so that's why I'm using webcam. But I thought I'd make my first video of 2012, a preview of all the movies coming out this year. I do plan for my channel to be more movie review orientated this year. I'm going to do a steelbook update of my Blu-rays after I've done this video. I do plan to go to the cinema to see as many films as I can. I've got an unlimited ticket, which means I pay a monthly fee and I can see as many movies as I like. So I should use that and sit through, quite a few films and give reviews of them. Even if they're bad ones, I can tell you what a horrible experience I had. So as I said, 2012 I'm going to be doing a movie preview in this video, and I'm going to be using Empire magazine as a reference because if I try and remember them all, I will miss something out. I'll go and miss something silly out, like the Avengers, or I'll forget to mention the Hobbit or something like that. So I'm going to use Empire magazine to go through the films. I'm going to start off with this one, which is Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man as it's called. I've got my hopes up for this. I think it's actually going to be a surprise. I think a lot of people who are thinking, oh no, why another Spider-Man so soon? I think this is going to be a good film. I think it's got some good actors in it. Andrew Garfield was great in The Social Network, and Emma Stone is probably one of my favourite actresses of at the moment. So as long as the script's good, and yes, I know it's it's a reboot and it's going to go over the same old material of him getting bitten by a spider and him learning to climb walls and swing on webs. I know it's going to go over that again, but as long as they do it well, I'll quite happily sit for another origin story. It doesn't really bother me. You read the comics, they reboot the character in the comics all the time. I can't see why they can't do it in the films. And the only other issue is that the suit is made out of a basketball material, but for some reason the more I see the suit, the less it bothers me, and it's kind of like sort of appealing to me now. Okay, so that by the way, and the lizard, we haven't seen the lizard before. I didn't quite like the artist interpretation that I saw a picture of. I hope that the CGI lizard looks really good and he'll be wearing his lab coat, and as long as that looks good, then I'm going to enjoy it. Well, hopefully enjoy the film as long as the script's good. There's another film coming out this year, John Carter, based on the book from Edgar Rice Burroughs, John Carter from Mars. Now, John Carter from Mars is meant to be the godfather of sci-fi. It's been said that most sci-fi stories have some relation to John Carter from Mars. So this movie's coming out, and it seems to have like everything in it. It's got the hero with the superpowers, and he's fighting aliens and monsters. So we've got like these really tall aliens, kind of like Avatar. But they're more like insect looking, and you've got lots and lots of characters, big battle scenes, so it could be this like great sci-fi CGI extravaganza. I think it's from Disney as well, so it could be that, or it could just be a really poor film, badly acted, with a bunch of computer-generated characters bashing each other around, and you don't really care what happens in it. So, from what I've seen of the trailer, I really can't make my mind up about this film. Part of me thinks, yeah, it looks good in places, but part of me thinks, like, I think there's going to be a lot going on in this film. That characterization is going to be left at the sidelines, and once that's not really going to be included in the film, you're going to lose me, and I'm not going to be interested in what's going on. Hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully it's going to be good. The next film I want to talk about is the Avengers. Here it is with Thor and Captain America fighting. Yeah, I've got my hopes up for this too. I think, yeah, the films haven't been what you call classics. The single movies, Thor, Captain America, probably Iron Man. The first Iron Man is a cut above the rest. But as long as Avengers is a good fun movie with good action, it doesn't have to be too serious or too deep for me. We've got like Nolan's Batman for that. I have the white classes classics like Superman 1978 and Batman Begins. Yeah, they're classic movies, but for me, the Avengers, I just want a good fun film with a good storyline. And if it has a repeat factor to it, if I can like sit through it many times, then I'm happy. It doesn't have to be Shakespeare or anything like that, but as long as it's as good as Thor, I'll be happy. There's a film coming out called The Hunger Games, which is quite a popular set of books, I think, with the young of today or the youth of today. But when I saw the trailer of it, I was quite interested. For some reason, people are referencing Twilight. I'm not quite sure because maybe it's just because it's a book about teenagers. But from what I've seen of the trailer, it looks we've got young people here, and I think they're like trained to hunt against each other, and it kind of looks like it even mentions it in the magazine. But when I was watching the trailer, kind of like a battle royale. So. I think you should check the trailer out on that. It could be a big hit for this year. Wrath of the Titans. Didn't like. I was really looking forward to Clash of the Titans. I'm a fan of the '80s movie, for all its flaws. But when I saw Clash of the Titans, I kind of, I was actually pleased that it was getting a reboot, because obviously it's aged badly, the original Clash of the Titans. In the way it looks, but I was very disappointed in the way that the storyline was rushed through, and they didn't really, have like Perseus and Andromeda in love. So I couldn't even see the whole point of why he was going to all that effort to save her. It was just a very much a mess of a movie, but it did very well, and it made lots of money, so they've made another one. And watching the trailer, it actually looks good. Will it be a case of being fooled again? I don't know. I'm just going to go in there and watch it and not expect too much, and hopefully be pleasantly surprised. We've got the Pirates in An Adventure with the Scientist. I think it's called something else, or in America. It's basically Aardman, people who made Wallace and Gromit. And this is about pirates, and it's voiced by Hugh Grant, and it's actually stop motion, and I'm sure it's going to be great. Street Dance 2, don't care. American Pie The Reunion, more of the same, I'm sure, just with older people doing spunk jokes and wank jokes and stuff like that. Titanic 3D, the same film as you've seen before, but in horrible 3D that's been added in afterwards, and it will just look look all dark, and you won't be able to see what's going on. And if you liked the movie before, you're probably not going to like it in 3D, and if you hated the movie, you're not even going to want to watch it in 3D. So probably one of the worst things to come out this year. Bullet to the Head, Sylvester Stallone film. But I think most of us are just looking forward to Expendables 2. Battleship, Battle LA meets Independence Day meets Armageddon type film. It could be stupid, fun, dumb, stupid movie that's just enjoyable while you sit there, or it could just be awful like Battle LA was. We got the three. Oh, sorry, where are we now? Yes, we've got the Three Stooges, the Farrelly brothers again. But obviously this movie is not actually going to be starring the original Three Stooges, as they're dead. This stars some other actors. I actually do like one of the guys in here. What's his name? Will Sasso, who used to be on Mad TV. I used to watch that when I lived in America. He was good fun. He's good fun. He's a good actor. But I haven't got my hopes up for that. Dark Shadows, more Tim Burton. Atmospheric films, starring Johnny Depp and Helen Bonham Carter. When I first saw the pictures of this movie, I thought, oh my god, this looks rubbish. But I watched the trailer and I've actually got my hopes up, so I think this might be a good film. And Tim Burton doesn't normally let you down, so I think it's going to be a surprise, that film. The Dictator starring Sacha Baron Cohen. This time he's not going to be doing like a Borat, Bruno type of hidden camera thing. It's actually a proper film with a story. The trailer's funny. It's got him shooting a guy in the leg during the 100 meters. Made me laugh. Will the joke get tiring? This is what happens with these type of comedies. Will you be fed up with the joke after an hour and a half or so? We'll have to find out. Men in Black 3. I didn't like Men in Black 2. I thought Men in Black 2 was a pretty bad film, considering that Men in Black was really good fun. I've got my hopes up that Men in Black 3 is going to be a return to form, and Josh Brolin's in it, and you can't go wrong there, really. He's good in pretty much everything he does, regardless if the actual film is bad itself. And Will Smith is still enjoyable to watch. We've got Prometheus. Now I've got my hopes up a lot for this film, and I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that this comes out R-rated. Fox are threatening that they're going to bring this out PG-13. That would just suck if they do that. I mean, it's quite clear from the trailers of this film that it's related to the Alien movie. It's not just set in the Alien universe. You've got space jockeys in that trailer, you can see, and you've got the ship at the start of Alien in this trailer. And Ridley Scott, I know he wants to bring it out as an R. And if Fox are insisting on doing this, well, how about this? Bring out Prometheus in 2 ratings. Bring out a PG-13 that can be viewed before 9 o'clock, and then let us adults decide that we want to see a proper R-rated cut, and we can go in at 9 o'clock and watch the R-rated cut. In this digital age, that shouldn't be too hard to do. So I don't know. I sometimes think Fox is just thinking about how many Happy Meals they can sell with Prometheus figures inside or whatever. I don't even know what they're thinking. But the PG-13 thing doesn't work. They tried it with Aliens vs Predator, and the only reason Alien AVPR failed is not the fact that it was an R-rated film. It was just the fact that the film was shit. Where are we now? I've just closed the book because that just wound me up so much about the fact that that Prometheus is going to come out as a PG-13. We've got actually quite a few fairy tale films coming out this year. We've got Hansel and Gretel, which is kind of like I think it sounds like it's going to be some sort of horror film. We've got Jack the Giant Killer. I saw the trailer to that. It looked really budget. And we've got 2 Snow White films coming out. One from what's his name? The guy that directed Immortals, Tarsem. I can't remember his surname. Immortals I didn't think was very good, so I'm not too excited about the Snow White there. I think a lot of people are looking forward to it because Julia Roberts is playing the evil queen. But the other Snow White I am looking forward to, which is Snow White and the Huntsman, and the trailer to that looks quite good. It looks like there's a lot of action in it, and Charlize Theron, looks pretty good as the queen in that. So yeah, I know it's got Kirsten Stewart in it. Is that her name from Twilight? But as long as she's not acting like she does as Bella in those films, I'm sure people will like it. I was actually warming towards. I was actually liking the Twilight Saga from Eclipse. I was kind of thinking, oh wow, it's getting good now. And then I saw the last one, and it kind of went back into the way it was, melodrama, and it got interesting at the end with the whole baby thing. Got a bit Cronenbergy at the end, but overall I found it kind of a step backwards. So I'll go and see the last one, but which is out is that out this year? So I'll go and see that. But I haven't got my hopes up that it'll be a great finale. We'll see. I've discussed Twilight now, so I don't have to bring it up again, do I? The Dark Knight Rises. Do I really need to talk about that? Have we got our hopes up too much for that film? Are people going to be let down by that film? Who knows? It's been hyped up so much. But Christopher Nolan, he rarely lets me down. I'd say, has he let me down? Even The Prestige, was it with the magicians? I was a bit let down by the twist at the end, but it was still a good film. And I still think that Batman Begins is the best Batman Nolan film. I think The Dark Knight is a great film too, but I personally enjoy watching Batman Begins a little bit more than The Dark Knight. But they're both brilliant, so let's not put in The Dark Knight down at all. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Will that be any good? Or is that just a movie made to get that title up? We've got Ted, which is a film by Seth MacFarlane. I don't get Seth MacFarlane. I honestly don't. If someone could please explain to me why I don't find him funny, because loads and loads of people find him funny. People love Family Guy, and this film's about a little kid wishes his teddy bear comes to life, and he comes to life, and then he grows up to be Mark Wahlberg, and hilarity ensues, where you've got this fully grown man with a magical teddy bear that's alive. But I don't know, Seth MacFarlane. When I watch Family Guy, I watch it and I want to see, I thought, everybody likes this. Why don't I? I sit there and I just can't even laugh at it. But maybe that's just a sense of humour that I don't get. We all have different sense of humours, I suppose. Brave. This is Pixar. It really needs a big pick-me-up now from Cars 2. Cars 2 was a massive disappointment for me. I actually watched Cars. It's not my favourite of the Pixars, but I still enjoyed it. This, I was bored. I was so bored through Cars 2. But they still did a Toy Story short before, the Hawaiian Vacation. That was great. It was, I wish I'd just watched that and left afterwards. But Cars 2 was just a mess. Neighbourhood Watch, which stars Ben Stiller. It looks like it's going to be this funny film about Neighbourhood Watch versus aliens. It could be kind of America's answer to Attack the Block, but I'm sure it's going to be more light-hearted and more about comedy than anything. Total Recall. Oh dear. It won't star Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not going to be set in Mars. It's not going to have ridiculous violence in it. It's not going to have these crazy, silly one-liners in it that just make you laugh, and just stuff that is unintentionally funny. So what's the point of going to see that? But I will go and see it and tell you what I think. But Colin Farrell already did a remake last year, and that fell on its arse. So who knows? This could do the same thing. Where are we now? We've got Skyfall, the new James Bond film, and I assume that's what it's called, isn't it? Oh, I can't find it. I'm sure it's called Skyfall. Let me just check. Yes. And that's James Bond, and that's James Bond, and that's it. Just a James Bond film. Judge Dredd. Um, I know that people kind of look back at the Sylvester Stallone one and they think, oh, they remember it in their youth and everything, and they think that it somehow it's got some redeeming qualities, and it has. For some of the reasons why Total Recall, the original, is a very funny film, great film to watch, but I was disappointed by it, and as someone who used to read the Judge Dredd comics, I was hoping for something similar to the comic character, and I've got my fingers crossed that this new Judge Dredd film is going to do some justice to that. And I know Carl Urban has promised that he's not going to take the helmet off in this film, so he's going to stay in character, and it's actually going to hopefully feel like a Judge Dredd film. What other things are coming out? The Expendables 2. I'm sure that's going to do exactly what it says on the tin. It'll just be silly, dumb fun, and hopefully enjoyable action film. And you'll just forget. You'll go watch it, really enjoy it, and then forget about it 10 minutes after you've seen it. And then that will give you the chance to go and buy the Blu-ray and watch it every time you have your friends around for a beer. That's about it, really. There's nothing else that catches my eye around that time, apart from obviously the Hobbit that's coming out in December. So I've seen the preview to this. I've seen the trailer to the Hobbit. I am a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I love the books. I love the Hobbit book. I love the movies. I love the extended editions. Anything. I collect Lord of the Rings collectibles. So this is my big movie of 2012, and Peter Jackson's directing it. I suppose I've got some. So I'm so hoping this is going to be great, and I don't want to get say 100% it is, but from the trailer, I got so excited, and I just can't wait to see it. So I think the big movie for me, the one I really want to see this year, out of all the others, even the Dark Knight Rises, is going to be The Hobbit. But I think there's some good and some bad in there. But 2012, hopefully is gonna be really good. I'll catch you later, guys.